Hello everyone, it's Chris, aka Lady Taka, and it is time for this week's haul video, which is both thrift store and rummage sale. It's April 26th, and this covers the last 2 weeks or so. I'm definitely stocked on puzzles, although one was a mistake buy. It says one piece missing on it, and I missed that in the store, but I was participating in the thrift shop yesterday, and you needed to purchase something, and since I'd just been there the Saturday before and got everything else I actually wanted, I grabbed a puzzle. I just liked the design on it, but it technically has a piece missing, I guess. But it's a kitty cat paint one. I finished a dog one that was Picasso. This one says a still life. But so that's cute. But it'll be worth the 75 cents I paid just for me doing it. But I did already get a different cat one for $1.50. I hate when they do this and it doesn't say why it's here. But this one's a different cat one, but it's Cats in the Kitchen. And that one I got at Pack Rats. Yeah, I'm all stocked. Goodwill had half off everything that wasn't other products, so I think this one only cost me $1. And it is a Villains Disney puzzle. So you got Maleficent and her crow. You've got Lucifer the cat with her evil stepmother. You've got Flotsam and Jetsam with Ursula. You've got Jafar and Iago. You've got the redhead and her crocs from The Rescuers. And there's even the rat and the cat from Baker Street. Mouse of Baker Street. Their Sherlock Holmes series. So thought that was cool. Then these are what I bought the weekend before it's at Silver Creek. So I got this cool jungle tiger poster one. And then I couldn't resist Grogu and Mandalorian puzzle. So I have 2 Star Wars puzzles now. I'll do the other one though for May the 4th. And then I broke down and let myself get some books. This one was free. It's one of the Serendipity series. And then this one was only 50 cents, and I'm going to put him with the Bad Kitty plush I have. So he gets to be a set. And then I'm unsure if I've read this one or not, but it's set up in a way that it's, non-fiction, fiction feeling, where they write really like it's a fiction, but they use lots of things. This is The Professor and the Madman, A Tale of Murder, Insanity, and the Making of the Oxford Dictionary. I may have read this before, but I can't remember. I know I at least watched a documentary about this guy, but it is that kind of setup. And that was only 50 cents today at the VFW rummage sale in Nagani. And then for another 50 cents, I picked up this angel, which I hope once I take off all this garishness and the crappy wings, I will have to make her a different set that has now 5 sets of wings I will have to make to turn her into Weeping Angel. I do think, though, I can use her undercoat skirt. I won't have to make her a total skirt. This feels like it will paint underneath, but this garishly gold and silver stuff go. And again, this is the second one with wings like this that are plastic but flimsy. I prefer finding them with the hard plastic resin wings that really repaint easily. So this will be a 5 record wings I'm going to have to make, but this will make 7 total angels. And she does look pretty set up because she's got very bendy arms to do the face thing. So for the traditional Weeping Angel position. And then while St. Vinny's was closed today everywhere, the Goddard building next to the Ishmael one had a vendor rummage sale thing. And this one was upstairs and you got to donate. So I donated $1 for all these beads that I can use in suncatchers/ornaments. And they're all individually done, but they're all those crystal clear ones. That's showing up really lighter blue on camera, but it's more of a cobalt blue. And then pink beads. And there's even gold beads as spacers and purple and green. So there's a whole rainbow in here of colors. So I figured I'd grab that. And then more along books. I am currently reading the first one in this. This is a Franklin Miscellany. The first book is The Ingenious Dr. Franklin, edited by Nathan G. Goodman. This one had a nice intro written by him, and then it's random letters that Franklin has wrote over the years. So like yesterday, I read the 2 on swimming. One's on swimming and one's on learning to swim, basically, which is just learning to trust the water. Although I did read the first one in here about daylight savings, and he was an evil, evil man. I rarely respect him, but he wanted everyone up at 6 a.m. every day to work. That's not funny. When they were getting up at noon to work, and I'm like, I prefer that. That is my natural schedule. And then the next 2 are Benjamin Franklin in Scotland and Ireland, and General Benjamin Franklin, both by J. Bennett Nolan. So I'm definitely reading these first, and then we will see. They technically were $4, but I did use my reward money at Goodwill for these. So, and then I went to one rummage sale midweek, and she was like, well, anything in this box is 3 for $1. So I'm gonna say the salt and pepper shaker set was 50 cents, and it's not extremely vintage. It's made in China, but they are kissing ones, which do sell well. And then this was in that same ornament box, and it's like a keychain bottle opener of Budman. So I thought that was cute. Brewery sells. This is actually the first thing I found online for 75 cents. I got this at the Marquette St. Vinny's. And it doesn't have its original tag, but it is very clean. It is Rila Kuma San X. So usually these sell pretty good for a plush toy because they're usually based on anime or other Japanese characters. I did buy a set of leggings for myself. New ones to wear for 4th of July this year. And then last week, got this for 50 cents. It was marked $2, but this Sasquatch Jack Link's mug, which if my mom was still alive, would have been one of her birthday gifts this year because she collected vase mugs. But I lucked out on the Easter sale. They had an Easter sale last Saturday at Silver Creek, which is why I had such trouble finding something yesterday because they hadn't really restocked. And I pulled an egg with 75% off in it, so that was nice. So I had this and the 2 puzzles for $1.06. So, but I do have him in plush already for my collection. He's hanging out with my other Bigfoots and Yetis, so I will sell this one. Had to get something when I was at Salvation, so they had 400 cherished teddy bears. So they didn't seem to have the boxes there, even though I swear they were donated from a sale with boxes. So, but this one was $2.50, and again, if you stopped at all 4 places and bought something all 4 places, you got a punch or a stamp on your card, and then you're entered for $125 or $50 gift card from Goodwill. So hopefully my luck from the last week pulls over and I win one of those. But I thought she was hilarious, trying to sew herself something to wear. I love the details. This one is called Sarah, Memories to Wear and Share. This is marked 1997. And some of the details are just hilarious. So there's a little tiny teddy bear on top. There's a tape measure hanging off the dummy. But she's got clothes on the ground. She's in a bonnet. She's trying on. I thought it was particularly funny. And then I don't normally buy my clones, but this was only $1 yesterday. And it is marked, I believe, Orion, although it could be anything else, made in Japan. And it is this really cute vintage post-war by the made in Japan thing, otherwise it would be marked Nippon, clown. And a set of 3 of them was listed or sold for about $90. So he might be worth $30 or $20 or somewhere around there. You know, part of my thing is just finding a new home. This looks like they missed a spot on the thing because it feels smooth, so it's under the glaze. But I thought he was cute and adorable, and he's just laying on the floor in a different position. Plus, his face is all happy and not freaky. So, and then my last two are these two lava stone figurines. One still has a Nova Stone Canada, Atlantic Canada sticker on the bottom. And again, I wouldn't have paid full price for these, but since they were half off, this one was only $2.50. And it is marked VA on the back and Canada on the front. And there's a cute fish she's holding, and it's this cute little otter. And then this one, I got the guy next to me to laugh. He goes, well, I heard those are collectible. So this is marked 88, but I go, this one was $3 after the discount. Definitely made by the same company. But you better hope he raised this bear himself, because he's literally rubbing the stomach of a bear cub. And I guess he's supposed to have a white beard around his mouth. But kind of Inuit art kind of thing. Not Eskimo, Inuit. Inuit is the correct term. But I thought that was hilarious. Although it could be a sled dog as well, but it literally looks like a bear. So I will have to see if that's actually a sled dog. But the ears could go either way on that, as a bear or a sled dog. But if it's a bear, it would have to be a really raised by the person bear. Although, again, it could be a sled dog, but it's very hard to tell because, it's all black with just white accent covering. So could be either. So that is everything I bought. I will put my links for my Trashkateer Treasures shops on Etsy and eBay down below. I will get most of this listed within the next week. Obviously, the beading supplies I'll organize into my beads. And I'll have to start deconstructing that angel to catch up with the others who are all set for the next stage. I haven't been able to do the extra angel wings yet because I need warmer weather, because I need to be able to work with a record. I scratched up record. I don't use brand new records, no. Scratched up, non-playable records. So I'm upcycling them into something else. None of them are as good as the first time I did this for 2 sets of wings, because I used really scratched up Jesus Christ Superstar records, and they literally had angel wings on them. But thank you for watching.